There are many courses on valuation. This one is on valuation of private assets, and private assets are uniquely difficult to value. So here in this course, we look at things like how do you value an airport, how do you value a young tech company. We think about how you incorporate digitalization issues into evaluation, how you incorporate social impact. There are all kinds of strategic dimensions that needs to be looked at when it's a private asset compared to a public asset.
This program is for mid-level to senior professionals. We've had a wide range of participants, such as pension funds, endowments, foundations, family offices, advisors, or entrepreneurs.
Valuation is both an art and a science. It's a science because it requires analytical thinking, and it's an art because it requires judgment.
What I bring to the table is how do you apply what you learn in theory to the practical world?
At the SAE Business School, we have a real strength in private markets, and so we've got experts that are covering a range of private market topics, including real estate, private equity, and venture capital, which is my area.
The idea of innovation and impact goes hand in hand, and the only way to be able to do that is to look at private asset valuation.
In my session, we speak about what happens to valuation when seller and buyer bargain over a surplus, or what happens when issues of control become an important consideration in a valuation exercise.
My session on this program is about real estate valuation. We use a case of an office building in London, in the City of London, and we look at its valuation over its life cycle of 25 years, and we see how different economic situations change the approach to valuing this asset.
In this program, I'm covering the due diligence session where we discuss the due diligence process that is applied in a PE deal. The asset prices are quite high, as we all know. Therefore, it is very critical that an investor understands the value creation opportunities that might be available to exit the investment in a few years.
I chose this program because I wanted to deepen my knowledge on the many variables that impact the valuation of private markets assets.
I wanted a refresher on valuation methodologies. I wanted to learn about how to value different types of private assets, and I wanted to debunk various myths.
It's an opportunity to widen your perspective. It's a truly global program.
Everyone brings something different to the table. Everyone has different experiences and comes from a different background. It really helps, just broaden your exposure that much more.
Since I've been here in Oxford, I've had a situation where I've had to work on a potential practice acquisition, and I've used some of the techniques that I've learned here in terms of trying to come up with a deal structure on a deal that I'm presently working on.
If you really want to enhance your skills into private equity, it is the best program to be in.
When you come across a program that's specifically tailored to your requirements, it kind of blows the wind away and it says, okay, actually, this is perfectly for me.
So nothing beats Oxford for such a program.